Topic 8-2, referenced in our Holt textbook, Chapter 7, Section 2, page 462 through 467. We're talking about similar polygons. When you think about similar polygons, they do not have to be equal, congruent to each other. They only are talking about their size and shapes are the same, but it's the same shape, but they have a different size. The two things that make them similar are that corresponding angles are congruent and corresponding sides are proportionate. So make sure as we go through this that you understand that the angles have to actually be the exact same, however the sides are proportioned. Using the figure below to answer the questions that follow, notice the symbol for similar. It's a little squiggly, similar to what's shown on top of a congruent sign. We'll get to that in a minute, but just by itself. That doesn't show equality, it only shows proportion, that they're similar to each other. So if we look at, and I color-coded it, the one that's angle congruent to A would be its corresponding similar, X. And you can show congruency of angles with curved markings. The side BC is proportion. That's why you use the double dots. This is BC is 2, and you want to go in corresponding order. If I start with the yellow and go to the orange, then when I name it, I start with the Y and go to the Z. Same color code. That's why I showed it in colors. Angle B is congruent to its corresponding angle Y. AB, again going in corresponding order, pink to yellow would be going X to Y. Similarly, C is actually congruent to angle Z, and CA, going from orange to the pink, you have to name it in the same corresponding order, Z to X. So take a minute and study the way you name things, especially the line segments. Alright, for example 2, if this quadrilateral below is similar, then what must be true? Well, I've left it blank. We're going to go through these together. The one that shows similar to A is the one that's showing in the exact same congruency, angle E. B is congruent to angle F. C is congruent to angle G, and D is congruent to angle H. AB is similar, so I didn't color code these, but let's just look at them carefully. I start with this one and then go down, straight down, AB. So coming over here, showing the similar would have to be similar to EF. Showing when you're naming something, it needs to be named with the bar across the top, the line segment. BC is congruent to FG. I'm sorry, not congruent, proportion. Proportion. It's not showing congruency. CD is congruent, I keep saying congruent, proportion to GH, and AD is proportion to EH. Okay, moving on. Example 3. If this triangle, LMN, which I haven't named, let's go ahead, and I drew two triangles, and notice how I didn't show them exactly the same size. They are proportionate, so I'll use the little squiggly to mean similar. So let's label it. If this is L, and this is M, and this is N, and I label this in the same manner, R, S corresponds with the same M, so it would have to go here, and then T. Make sure when you label something, the naming is important to go in the same order. LMN went LMN, RST has to be in the same order. You can show the angles with curved 1, 2, and we'll put 3 on this one. So that shows the similarity. So angle 1 is congruent to angle R, angle M is congruent to angle S, and angle N is congruent to angle T. Respectively, LN has a proportion to RS, MN is proportion to ST, and LN is proportion to RT. Study that closely if you need to. And remember, the terms you know when talking about similar is that things are included. When you talk about something being included, an angle is said to be included when it's between two sides. A side is said to be included between two angles. Use the polygon below. Which angle is included between AB and BC? Well, if you look at AB and BC, the angle that's in between them that share this letter is angle B. The side that included between E and D is this side, ED, and always label it with a line across the top. The angle that's included between AE and AB is angle A. Again, you're looking for angles that share this included between those two. In this figure, the same kinds of questions. Name an angle that is included between AM and MC. Well, M and M are shared in these line segments, so it's angle N. Angle A and angle N, the side included would be AM, and the side that included in A and C is AC. And that is 8-2.